a like term of 7x squared. What is a like term with this 7x squared? What looks like that? How about negative 10x squared? Because they have the same ending. Okay? So I'm going to put these two together. I'm going to move this and this together. Maybe I could rewrite them. Maybe I'll do that. So I can say 7x squared minus 10x squared. Okay, I can put these two together. And then I can put this x together with 4x, right? Those are like terms. Make sure you pay attention to the signs in front of them. So that would be plus, I have an x plus 4x. And then finally, I have my constants. I have a negative 3 and another negative 3. So that's minus 3 plus another negative 3. All right. So looking at this up and close, what is 7x squared minus 10x squared? Not just 3, but somebody help him out? Negative 3, right? So 7 minus 10 is negative 3. And the x squared stays the same, right? Because it's like a last name. It stays the same. So basically, you're looking at your coefficients. 7 minus 10 is negative 3, x squared. Plus, I know there is a 1 in front of that x. 1x plus 4x gives me, Bear, what does that give me? 5x. And how about negative 3 plus negative 3? Gives me negative 6. Or just minus 6. So this is my final answer. Negative 3x squared plus 5x minus 6. Does that make a little more sense now? Yes, good. All right. Number 2, we have x to the third minus 2x squared plus 5 minus negative 2, quantity, negative 2, plus 3x squared, and quantity. Does anybody remember anything about subtraction? That's right. We do not subtract when it comes to polynomials. We change everything to addition and take the opposite of that sign. So I'm going to change this to be a positive, okay, plus, and I'm going to take the opposite of all these. So this is not minus 2. It is now a positive 2. It is not plus 3x squared. It is a minus 3x squared. Do you need a new? Okay. Do you want a new one for today? No? You probably should write it down somewhere, though. All right. So then I look and say, do I have any other x to the thirds that I can add with that? Survey says no, I do not. So that is the only x to the third. All right. Then I go to negative 2x squared. And do I have an x squared? Yeah, over here. So let's put that's the plus, always plus in between, but then look at the signs. Negative 2x squared minus 3x squared. All I'm doing is putting together those like terms. I'm not simplifying at all right now, okay? Do I have any x term? I do not. And so then I look at my constants. I have a 5 plus, and remember we changed this. This is not a negative 2. It is now a positive 2. Okay? So if I simplify this, this is the only x to the third, and that's a 1. So I could say 1x to the third plus I have negative 2x squared minus 3x squared. What's that going to be, Crystal? Do you know? Negative 2, take away 3 more, is going to be minus 5. So I can say plus a negative 5x squared. Or you could just say minus 5x squared. And finally, 5 plus 2 gives me 7. And this is your final answer. So remember, there is no subtraction. You change it to adding the opposite. And it's the opposite of everything in that set of parentheses. Okay? And the last one, what do I have to do for this polynomial? Distribute. And when I distribute, what operation am I using? Multiplication. So you go ahead and see if you can multiply that. See if you can multiply that. 'Tis the season. I still have this remnants of a cold. All right, how are we doing? So yes, we are distributing, we are multiplying. And since I have no room on top, it would be like this. And so I have to multiply 5x times x to the second. Remember, you're saying how many x's do I have? So this is 5 times x to the what power? To the third power. Here's 1x plus 2 gives you a total of 3. Plus 5 times 3 is 15. X to the second. Minus 5 times 4 is 20x. And this is your final answer. Okay? All right. What questions do you have about any of these? What questions do you have? It had been a while since we had done like 1 and 2, because that's not actually factoring. Well, and 3 isn't factoring either, but okay. Let's put this to the side.